We're doing the Western standoff right now. Everyone's holding up their pistols, staring at each other.
Hello there, I'm Carlos, and this is Kingdoms, where all your nerdy dreams come true. This is Kingdoms and Friends, where we play with awesome creators from across the community. Today we have two Magic creators that are also military members. They will also be at the Magic Summit as part of our Veterans panel on Friday, and it's going to be a great time. We have Sheldon Menery, as well as a number of other veterans. As I mentioned, the Magic Summit will be in Salt Lake City, Utah on November 11th to the 13th. Our main event is the Brothers War pre-release, where the winner takes home a Black Lotus, and there are tons of other prizes too. We have Modern, Legacy, and Pioneer 5Ks, a huge Commander arena where you can play with tons of special guests. On top of that, Brandon Sanderson is revealing his Dragonsteel Vintage Cube with all kinds of special cards, and you could actually draft it with him, LSV, Reed Duke, and John Finkel live at the convention. There's so much more going on also. We have top artists, cosplayers, a VIP lounge, and a bunch more. Check it out at themtgsummit.com. Make sure to get there soon because our VIP passes are running out, as well as the main event. Probably won't run out, but who knows? There has been a lot of more interest, so get your tickets now. And let's jump into the game today.
Hello, everybody. Joe. You can also find me on From the Forge Altars on Instagram or Facebook. I do 3D altars and custom display cases, custom deck boxes, stuff like that. Today I'm going to be playing Ezuri, Claw of Progress, a Simic commander, pretty much trying to take small creatures, turn them into big creatures, and smash people's faces. Normal win cons are either through direct damage, just punching people in the face for 40. Infect, I do have some infect creatures in here that have the ability to get very big and win that way. And then I have one infinite combo in here. If anybody out there knows what Ezuri's capabilities are, there's one creature that gives you infinite turns if you get them online properly, and that's what I have in here. So that's what I'll be trying to do tonight.
Hi, friends. My name is Brendan. I also go by MTG Baron on all my platforms. I am primarily a TikTok content creator, but you can also find me on Instagram and Twitter, posting memes and stuff. So for Ziatora is a typical Jund Fling style deck. I'm going to be playing easy, cheap creatures that happen to be big, and I'm hopefully flinging them at my targets or my opponents for the win. It primarily focuses on being Jund good stuff with some treasure.
I'm Bryce, so I'm going to be playing General Tazri. We're playing with two veterans, so I thought I'd bring the General out. General Tazri, I got all of her allies. There's a couple infinite combos in there where I get infinite allies, and if I have the right creatures out, that just lets me drain you all out.
Today I am going to be playing my Hazezon Tamar deck. This is the original one from Legends. It's a little bit of a funky deck. I've built this basically as a token landfall deck. So all the things you can think of with all the good token makers with like Rampaging Baloths, the tracker, different things like that make tokens and do things with lands coming into play. And then there are a few combos that I win with some of the sack outlets like Phyrexian Altar and Ashnod's Altar. My goal that I haven't done yet is turning all of my tokens into angels. There's a couple ways of doing that. But yeah, Hazezon is a little weird. He makes tokens on my next upkeep. So he comes into the battlefield, and then the tokens come into play on my next upkeep, even if he is not alive. A little bit weird, but super cool art. I haven't played this deck in a while. I'm pretty pumped about some of the new additions. So,
All right, I mulliganed my first hand, but I got my free mulligan, so I got my 7. I'll draw. We'll go ahead and drop a Rejuvenating Springs, and this is optimized. So what would optimized be without a Soul Ring turn 1? Last turn.
All right. Draw. I'm going to drop a Verdant Catacombs. I'm going to take 3 because I'm going to break my Catacombs. There we go. Overgrown Tomb.
Not playing the Modern. This is EDH, you know?
Yes. That's what we're still playing EDH, hopefully. This is not going to be a Deathrite Shaman, sadly, so that would be more modern.
Right.
I've got the Elvish Mystic.
Okay.
And then I will pass my turn after that.
Okay, draw. I'm gonna be lackluster and play a Regoth Triome in pass turn.
Okay, draw. Play an Arid Mesa. I'll pass at that point.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'll play a Verdant Catacombs and crack that. We'll go down to 37 as well. We're gonna find ourselves a breeding pool.
I think while you're doing that, I'll crack my Arid Mesa as well. I'm gonna get the Triome, the one from the new set.
I'm gonna play Beast Whisperer. A 2/3 whenever I cast a creature spell, draw a card. Pass to Brendan.
Draw. I didn't plug my only lands, but I guess that's what I'm playing today. I'm gonna play a Misty. I'm gonna crack for another life. I'm gonna grab my Triome. We'll give the Manadork some blood, I guess. We'll do odds. Is Carlos even? Is Bryce? It's a 4, so I'm gonna swing one at you, Bryce. I will then pass my turn after that.
Untap, upkeep, draw. We'll tap the Triome for an Esper Sentinel and play a Blood Crit tapped in pass turn.
I will untap, draw a card. I'm going to play a Sheltered Thicket tapped. It's one of the cycle lands. And pass the turn.
Tap, upkeep, draw. I'm gonna have no lack of lands. Bryce, me and you, we're gonna be good friends. Cause I'm gonna cast Rhystic Study.
Oh, jeez.
And I'm not going to pay the 1. Brendan, since you drew first blood, I'm going to commit you for 2.
Down to 34.
And pass.
Since untap, draw, keep drawing nothing but lands. So we're gonna play a Field of the Dead, tapped.
I can get good
I'm
later.
gonna pass.
Untap,
I feel you.
upkeep, draw. We'll pay this Plains. Tap 3 for Arcane Adaptation.
Can't
When
pay
it
it,
enters
okay.
the battlefield, no, you can draw
No,
for it.
okay.
We're friends. So I'm going to choose allies. So all creatures are allies now in my deck. And then I will poke Carlos for 1.
My turn?
Yep, pass turn.
Draw a card. Play a Wooded Foothills. Pass the turn.
What?
So I gotta protect
Oh,
myself,
move, Colin.
alright? I gotta not feed the Rhystic Study, and I gotta protect myself.
We'll drop the trop. Pay 4 to play Ezuri. Trigger. Cast a Felwar Stone.
So you're going to pay for Esper Sentinel on that or no?
I am not. And pass.
Come on, Heart of the Cards.
Alright, you have
Let's
to
do
have other
Fable
creatures
Passage.
come in. That's right.
Crack the Fable Passage, we can get less lands in my library. Basic Forest. I'll tap 5. Play Unnatural Growth.
Oh, baby.
Trigger.
I have no mana.
Holding
so
a Simian
draw
Spirit Guide or
away,
anything, are ya?
friends. Good combat. I have a 2/2, but it doesn't matter because I pass my turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Yeah, I'm going to play a mountain. Then I'm going to tap everything for Brago, King Eternal. And then Carlos. I'm going to swing at you for 1 again.
I will sacrifice this land. I'll
What are you
get
doing?
a forest.
What's here on my list?
Take 2 from the Temple Garden.
You
Yeah.
mean 3 damage, so that's triple what the thing would do?
It's the principle. And I'll deal 4
It's
damage
this
to your
guy.
guy with my Ichiganjo. My turn?
Yep, pass turn.
I would do that to Rhystic Study if I could.
And channel is not that's a channel ability, right?
Yeah, it's an ability. I'll draw for turn.
Yeah.
I wanted to do this, Realms Uncharted. I cannot
That's a
pay
good one.
for Rhystic. Alright, Brendan, 2 go to my hand, 2 go to my graveyard. There's an Ancient Tomb, a Lotus Field, which Lotus Field, it comes in tapped. I have to sack 2 lands, but then when it taps, it adds 3 mana of any one color. There's a Gruul Turf and a Beseiju.
So you're definitely taking the Beseiju, and we'll do Lotus Field.
Yeah, I guess we'll just go with the Lotus Field. Sack these 2, and pass the turn.
Tap, upkeep, draw. Sweet. We're gonna go ahead and play Reliquary Tower. Play
People will.
Glistener Elf. Draw trigger. We will go ahead and move to combat and put the 1/1 counter on the Beast Whisperer. Move to combat, swinging at Sorry, Carlos. You got an open board, brother. Swing 3 at you.
I don't have that enchantment. I don't understand you guys. I'm the weakest link. I'll take 3.
Yeah, get you out of the way.
Usually you just go
Brandon,
for
you're
people
up,
you're
brother.
afraid of, and I don't think I should be the
I'm not
feared.
afraid of anybody right now.
The most fearsome one is Brendan or Brago.
Yeah, I got answers for Brago, though.
I'm gonna play a Dragon Skull Summit. It's not Boss Man's turn yet to come out. It is the Queen's turn to come out, so we're going to play a good old Liliana Dreadhorde General.
All right,
Nice.
I will draw.
I think the best chance is to give her an upper, and let's create a zombie, and I will pass my turn.
In response to you activating Lily, I don't like you making me sack creatures, so I'm going to Beast Within Lily.
Yep. So keep draw. I'm going to play a Rejuvenating Springs. Then I will play a Phantasmal Image, copying...
Ristic trigger?
Oh, first, are you paying the 1 for the cast?
No. Beast Whisper. I'm going to tap those 3. This one for blue. Mirage Mirror is another copy of Beast Whisper. Draw 1.
I don't think you can
And
pay.
I'm drawing 1 off your cast.
Then Brago is going to go at Brendan.
Rude. Okay, declare no blockers.
I'm going to flicker the Mirage Mirror. So it's going to see both of these creatures come into the battlefield, right?
It has to be cast.
So whenever you...
Yeah.
Not cast.
So neither of those actually do anything on that. Yeah, I need mana rocks out, but I will pass turn.
All right, untap my 2 permanents. Draw a card. I'll pay 3. I'm going to play a Tireless Tracker, and then I'll play a Mountain.
And the 1.
Yeah, I think I give you the 1 now. I'll get a clue. Yeah, I'll pass turn.
We'll crack this
probably-
footage strand, grab another island, cast Tuskguard Captain, trigger Beast Whisperer. Tuskguard Captain says each creature I control with a 1/1 counter on it has trample.
Oh,
Will give me another experience. I'm going to pay 1 green, colorless, green to play Viridian Corruptor. Cast trigger, draw a card, and experience counter.
Or infect.
Yep.
And ETB, I'm gonna target your clue, Carlos, because that's the only artifact on the battlefield.
Well, I need the card more than I need to kill Ristic currently. So I'll crack it in response. Draw a
All right.
card, get a counter.
So then I will pay 2 for an arcane signet. We'll move to combat and we'll put 3 counters on Glistener Elf, making it a 4/4, and Brendan will swing at you with a 4/4 Infect Trampler.
I will double block with my 2/2 zombie and my 3/3 beast.
We'll kill the zombie, and that's it. Pass turn.
Alrighty, I will untap, drop. And we're gonna start by moving to combat. I will swing a 6/6 and a 4/4 at you, my friend Joe. Sorry, 2/2. Yeah, 6/6 and a 2/2 now. Yeah.
He has
No
5
block.
manas open.
I'll take 8.
I will move in my second main phase. Play a command beacon. Tap 1 for a blast axe.
Ooh. Finally got a creature.
Sorry, Tracker. I'm returning you back to 3 permanents.
Any responses?
Negative. Any responses?
Bryce?
None from me.
Yeah, we're tapped out.
Oh.
It's up to you.
Pactum Negation.
Ooh.
I will tap.
I will.
Fine.
Are you paying the 1 for Ristic Study?
Does that trigger first? So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
so
still have to decide whether or not you pay it for the cast.
Yeah, before the pack technically.
So
yeah.
Before,
he
before
He could
the
put
counter,
the trigger on the stack, and then
he can put it in between.
well, you would have to decide if you're paying or not. Either way, yeah.
Yeah, if he could put it in between, then I would have said I'm not paying.
Okay.
Pass my turn.
I have mixed feelings about the blasphemous act going on and off.
Draw. I'm gonna tap out to cast General Tazri. Both draw triggers are on the stack, and then the ETB is also in. I'm gonna draw 2, and then I will search. I'm gonna send Brago at Brendan.
I have no blocks.
Brago and General Tazri are gonna flicker General Tazri enters the battlefield. I get another ally, and I draw 4 because they see 2 creatures enter the
No,
battlefield.
it's just cast. Just cast.
Yeah.
Oh, cast on the creature. So I
Just get
draw
a
goes
general.
untapped, and I get another ally. We get Noble Hierarch. I'm gonna double major discard, quadruplicate. Do that. I'm gonna play this Glass Pool Stone tapped. Crackling Counterpart. I'll discard those.
Jeez.
I have.
Untap and draw. I'll play Windswept Heath, the clue. I'll tap 3. 2 of it will be Seiju on your heuristic study. You gotta go get a land, a basic land. I have 1 green floating. I'll then play 1 red for the Goblin Bombardment.
For my basic land type, I am choosing Mystic Sanctuary because it has island. And I'll put Beast Within from my graveyard on top of my library.
Pass turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Paying my Pact of Negation costs so I don't lose the game. Draw for turn. We're going to play a Waterlogged Grotto. Pay a green for an Essence Warden. Cast Draw Trigger. I am going to pay green blue for an Elvish Visionary. Cast Draw Trigger. Experience. Draw on ETB. Pay 2 for Gyre Sage. Up to 6. Draw a card. Gain a life. Move to combat. We'll put 6 1/1 counters on Gyre Sage. We'll pass the turn.
Given the suspense that I.
Tap 3 for a Ball of Ged's Recovery, targeting Blast Act.
No.
does that
I
do?
will fetch in response.
The Ball of Ged is just return target card from your graveyard to your hand, so it's targeting the Ball of Ged in the graveyard. I don't think I want Joe to have 90 mana on his turns. I will attempt a Blast Act.
I guess technically I have some responses. They're not gonna matter, but yeah, I guess I don't need to do it right now. So yeah, never mind. I can wait on cracking, but I can sack him to
Goblin Bombardment.
yeah.
Bryce has been pinging you all game.
You're killing this guy though. So oh yeah, Bryce is at 39. No, you still have that enchantment. So one to you, Brendan.
All right, second main. You know, because I'm so incredibly angry about that 1 damage, I'm gonna Bajuka Bog your lands out of your graveyard, Carlos.
See, I think you would have done that anyways.
Oh,
Now I did the right thing, you know.
Pass my turn.
dang.
You should do it to me, but it's super
Upkeep. Draw.
super bad for me.
Got too greedy casting all those creatures. Didn't leave enough mana open.
For a Noble Hierarch. Tap blue and these 2 for heuristic study. Pass turn there.
Get a crack clue into turn. Untap. Draw for turn. Let's play a snow-covered mountain. Play a Mentor of the Meek. Yeah, I'll crack a clue right now. And pass turn.
Draw for turn.
Oh, you play Mentor the Make. Do I draw for heuristic study unless you pay?
I'll pay 1.
We will play Karn's Bastion. We'll pass turn.
Oh, that was a lot of
Ooh.
mana open and a full
11 cards in hand, lots of mana.
No recast commander at least?
Nope.
We will start by attempting to cast a Pitiless Plunderer. I will
heuristic study.
not pay for the Ristic Study. I will move to combat. We will swing 4 damage at Ice.
I'll take 4.
I will pass my turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'll play this Watery Grave and take 2. Tap for green and play Arabaz Druid. I'm scared of stuff, so I will pass turn.
We're doing the Western standoff right now. Everyone's holding up their pistols, staring at each other.
You guys watch The Office at all? Was it Dwight, Andy, and Michael?
I think so, yeah. Alright, I will pay 3, do 4, 5. I'll play Mind's Eye. If I give you a card, means I can draw another, so I do think I will not pay this time. I'll pass the turn.
I'll draw a card.
At the end of your turn, I'm going to pay 4 to flash in Yeva, Nature's Herald. No payments. Draw your cards, brother.
Alright, when
And
you
I'll
draw, I'm
pay
gonna draw.
6 to recast Ezuri.
Trigger.
No. And then
So you're doing this on my second main. So
on your end
or
step.
on my end step? Okay.
And then I'm going to pay 1, tap sack Waterlogged Grotto to draw a card. Pay 1 to flash in Bop.
Trigger.
And now move to my turn. We'll play a Ghost Quarter and sack it to destroy your Field of the Dead.
Rough.
Then I'm going to play Nature's Lore and 3 visits to go get 2 forests.
Trigger.
No payments.
Thank you.
I'm going to move to combat. We'll put 7 counters on the birds, and we'll swing the birds at Brendan.
22.
And go ahead, bro.
Oh, you're done. Okay. Tap. 1, 2, 3. I will attempt to cast good old Ziatora. I will cast a Llanowar Elves.
Heuristic studies.
No, I choose not to because I'm greedy, just like you guys. We've all collectively decided that they get to run away with their millions of hands. All right, Carlos, which one do I hit? Do I hit the Hairbrass Druid with Bryce's 25 cards in hand, or Yeva and just make him forced to cast his creatures on his turn? That's not as impactful, I think.
Well, Bryce, your Drainer guy is still in your hand, right?
Yes.
I'd say that's
Yeah,
Bryce's best, main engine. I mean, with Joe, it's probably maybe an infect creature or some green thing. I think either Yeva or the Druid, yeah. I think the Druid right now, 7 and 9 mana is pretty different, And he just drew a trillion cards. How many cards do you have, Bryce?
14.
I think you choose Bryce, yeah.
Alright, so we'll move to attack phase. We will double the power toughness of all my creatures. I will swing let's do, surprisingly, 4 to Carlos, attack-wise. Because your EOS is only at 3/3, right?
Mine's a 2/2.
Your 2/2? Oh, it's Meek, isn't it? Yeah. A 4/4 at you, my good sir, and a 2/8 at Bryce. Those are my declared attacking.
Will not block.
I'm going to Swords the Plowshare to Ziatora, and I'll take
Swords
it.
is health, right?
Well, yeah,
it's
you
not
you
dying,
want to do
it's
that
exiled.
in response to the unnatural growth trigger. But I guess it's
In
too late.
response-
I will gain 12 life. I will pass on my turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'm going to play a mountain. Red, yellow, there's my blue, green, and white to cast a Bring to Light.
I'm going to force a negation that.
I will Arcane Denial. Your forcing negation.
Before you Arcane Denial, there's a Heuristic Study trigger.
Yep.
You'll draw 2 cards on my upkeep, Joe, and he'll draw 1.
Turn Timber Ranger.
On the stack, beast within your enchantment that makes everything allies. Hang the 1 for
All
Heuristic.
with it on the stack as well. How big is your ally?
Your 2.
Yeah, I'm
Or
gonna
the
sack
0/1, yeah.
my Mentor the Meek to kill your 0/1 ally dude.
I'm going to tap it in response to add.
2. That guy's on the stack. No, 1, because the other one's gone.
Here's what I would have done. I would tap it in response to him saying it, and it's a mana ability, so I get the mana.
Well,
While Arcane's still out.
then I'm not sacking my guy because it's already tapped now.
2 mana. I will make those white.
Okay,
Arcane
the
Arcane's
dude will
now, right,
that'll
Tim?
destroy. You'll get a 3/3, and then the Rangers will resolve unless anyone has anything else.
I'll
Yeah.
play Authority Consoles. Gonna tap for blue here. So I'm gonna do wrong turn on Ezuri, giving it to Carlos.
What?
What? Can't you give it to yourself?
What?
No, I have to give it to an opponent.
My
I'm
turn?
gonna get rid of this Viridian Reveal on my end step in this Endotha Triome.
I will draw for turn. I usually would wait to cast this, but I feel like Ezuri makes it so I do it now. I will play Avengers Zendikar.
Ugh.
Heuristic Study.
I cannot pay.
Draw a card.
You guys want to know something funny that's probably I shouldn't say? How many of these cards do you think are lands?
6.
Half.
All.
No.
Oh!
That's horrible.
So I'm open, dudes. Come at me.
Okay, so now I'll play a land. So they'll get +1/+0. So I'll go to combat. I'm going to put 5 counters on Mentor the Meek. He's not so meek anymore. I'll attack for 7, and we're going to go at Bryce. I know you...
I just gave you
I know,
Ezuri.
but you're the scariest. That will be all.
Come on. Gas. Give me some gas.
And that's rough.
Correct.
Bryce got rid of your commander. Oh, jeez.
Oh, no! I just cracked the fetch, and I'm shuffling away something I need.
You never look.
That was on the
You
top.
never look.
You're up, Brendan.
I think we just recast Boss Man. Move to combat. I think I swing 4 damage at Bryce.
Yeah, I'll
I
pay
do.
4. Before combat, Ristic Study trigger and Authority of the Consoles, I gain a life.
Yeah, I have no mana, so you draw. And then I'll move to the beginning of my end step. I will target zombie to fling 4 damage. We're gonna be safe, and we're gonna do the ranger. I will gain 4 treasure, and I will pass through my turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
When you draw, I'm gonna lose a life and draw a card.
Play the Scalding Tarn and sack it. We got Stomping Ground as the mountain from Scalding Tarn. 5, 6, 7 for General Tazri.
Cast trigger. I'm gonna sack a plant to kill your little druid.
I'll tap it in response for 1 mana. It will be a blue. So then that comes in. I go get a ally. So I got a blue floating. I'm
Cultivator.
gonna do Rites of
Oh
Replication
my gosh.
on Ezuri.
You're gonna make me sack it and give it back to him? Oh,
So you either
no.
sack it or let me keep it.
Why did you
Have
even
one
wrong
too.
turn at this point? I think it's fine because he has to play other things still.
And I gotta discard 2. Clever Imposter, Hollowed Fountain. Then it's your turn, Carlos.
And tap a tap, draw a card. 1, 2, 3. I'll be making white, so 4 mana for Anointed Procession.
Nice.
Trigger.
You have your own Ezuri. You're tapped out. Alright, I'll give it to you. I'm then going to play my land for turn. That's a Field of the Dead. So that'll give me 2 zombies because of Anointed Procession.
Trigger. They're both enter tapped. I gain 2 life.
Okay, that'll trigger Mentor of the Meek. Do you think I'll...
Don't forget your two Ezuri experience
Oh,
counters.
yeah. I'll draw a card from Enter the Meek. I will not draw from the second one. Go to combat. We'll put 7 counters on Avenger. I'm going to send the Mentor of the Meek at Bryce and the Avenger at Joe. And your 2/8 actually can't kill my plants, so those will go at Brendan.
This beast is gonna eat the 7/7.
Yeah.
I'm gonna declare no blockers.
I will
You can block one.
I'll block one.
take 12, but before damage, I'm going to proliferate. I will give all of your plants another counter.
Oh, wow. He's punching. I will move past second main, discard a card, and it's going to be City of Brass. And that is my turn.
Come on, gas! Necropede and Plague Mirror to infect creatures.
They enter the battlefield tapped. And
God damn it!
Yep.
And
Blockers
Ristic Study
someday.
trigger. Are you gonna pay for
Yeah,
Ristic Study?
hell yes, I'm paying the Ristic Study. I think we're just going to punch Bryce for 8 in the air
Ouch.
and then pass.
Plant. Woodland Cemetery.
We are going to make a deal, or I'm going to kill the Ziatora, though. So,
That sounds like a deal with the devil.
and it's 24 damage. Can Ziatora sack itself?
You cannot.
Okay, well, it's at least 12
And it is
commander
not-
damage.
It's just, well, the effect isn't commander damage, but
The 12 in the air is the scariest for me. I'll let you know about my deal ahead of time. If you don't attack me with your commander, then I won't kill it before combat. I'm not saying you can't fling stuff. Not going that far with the
I was
deal.
about to say, I was like,
I'm just talking about hitting me with your commander. Yeah.
I promise not to attack you. My thought process was to knock out Joe, but I don't think that's in my favor right now.
as long as he doesn't have his commander, I think it doesn't matter to you. Yeah.
We're going to tap 5. Going to cast Junji, the Midnight Sky.
Trigger.
What happens with him?
It's just on
Dies.
death trigger. I can choose between each opponent discards 2 cards and loses 2 life, or put target non-dragon creature from your graveyard to your battlefield under your control. My current only target is an Elvish Mystic, and that is it.
You're
Are
gonna
you
pay for
paying the
Ristic?
one?
I will pay for Mystic. I will move to attack phase. Ziatora will be going at you, Bryce. So, Bryce, you have a drain effect in your hand. Joe pretty much played out his hand because he's got lands and he's desperate for blockers. I will move to my end step, targeting Junji. I will Wing Junji at Bryce for 10 damage.
Oh, dang. Wow.
Yep, I'm dead.
I'll put a notch on Ziatora for you, my friend. Junji will die. My first trigger will probably be reanimate, actually. I will reanimate the Mystic. It will not be tapped.
You sacrifice it?
Sacrifice it. Oh, when it dies.
The die trigger goes on the stack. It is tapped. Because the die will go off and then the damage will go off.
Yeah.
Wait, Bryce, you gain 1 life and then you
10.
You go to 10 and then take 10. Oh wow.
Oh wow. And then I will gain 4 treasure.
I've missed a few triggers on my Mind's Eye and drawing cards, so unfortunately I missed that. My go now?
Yes.
How much damage did you deal in that one turn?
24.
Okay, draw a card. I'm going to play Perforos.
I do have a response to that. My best course of action to hopefully maybe in the future reduce the amount of damage the Saplings are going to do is I'm going to Chaos Warp your Adventure since you did not play a land yet.
Yeah, I don't think I can do anything about that. If I sack it, I think I still get the warp. How does it read?
It has to see your library. There's the comma. So into their library, comma, then reveal the top card of their library. So it has to see the end going. That's why commanders don't warp. Commanders don't work because it never sees the library unless you choose for it to go into the library zone.
You can Chaos Warp one, right? The owner of target permanent shuffles it into their library.
Then reveals.
If you stack it, though, there's no legal target.
Correct.
Yeah.
If it was a period.
All right.
Makes his spell fizzle.
I will shuffle it in. Then I want to draw it right here. I'm gonna do the fabled. I'm gonna do the fabled.
I'm gonna just win.
Perforos is Perforos is still on the stack though. Yeah. All right, here we go.
The cards.
Oh, parallel lies, baby. Yeah. Double.
So he gets 3 now, doesn't he?
No, that's 4. It doubles it.
When he plays
worth it. Perforos resolves. I will then play a Canopy Vista. Trigger Field of the Dead. We'll make 2 tokens and then 4 tokens that are zombies. Then you'll each take 8 damage.
And your Ezuri ticks up
to 11. I'm gonna draw on one of them from Mentor the Meek. I'll draw a card. Well, I'll draw 1 more. So there's 3 triggers, and then I will cast Kadama's Reach. I lose a life.
We each, at the minimum, will be taking 16, and you have a Goblin Bombardment as well.
Yeah, so this will come in tapped.
I
don't think I have a Forest. It'll be in hand.
And 3.
So that's 8 damage, and then
you already played.
I'll have a total of 8 summoning sick ones. I'm going to throw one of these at you, Joe, so it kills you. Oh wait, I'm going to wait to get Ezuri, I think, and then throw it at you. Because that makes this up to
15.
15. You could have a fog. One of you could have a fog, you know? Or Brandon.
I had this one card in my hand for a very long time.
Oh, the crazy thing is I could throw the Ezuri at him to do his last damage.
Yeah.
That's sad. I'm sorry. All right, I'm swinging. I'm going to combat. Swinging with everything. Nothing gets trampled, so yeah, one of my zombies will have 15 counters on it. So all the creatures are going at you, Brendan.
I will crack a treasure token for a green, and I will declare no blockers.
You could still have the fog after no blockers.
Yeah. Good game.
So I'll throw before combat damage. I'm going to throw Ezuri at Joe for 1 damage. I think that one turn, if you would have attacked Brendan, you passed like that one turn, and then he blasphemous act.
Yeah.
I think if you had at least attacked, I think it could have made a.
It would have been around 6 damage, and one of it was going to be infect. Was like reasonable.
Yeah, thanks for letting me get a game, win a game, you guys. It's been a long time, and I think it was a good game overall for everybody, though. I think.
Everyone could just show what their deck did. So.
Right, I think Bryce threatened a combo a few times. Yeah, Joe, you had all your stuff pretty quick there. Ziatora, I think you could have killed me if I didn't have Goblin Bombardment. See, another reason to play Goblin Bombardment is it saved my whole life right there. But But yeah, if you guys want to do any outros or anything,
I'll just reiterate, check out the veteran panel on November 11th at noon, MTG Summit.
yeah, it'll be live streamed too. We're going to be live streaming it, so everybody can watch either in person or on Twitch.
I definitely appreciate you guys for taking the time and incorporating a lot of people into this project, including us. I think that everyone misses sometimes the idea of Magic being a gathering game, a game where you get to be with people and you get to learn about people. And I just want to encourage everybody to maintain friendships and maintain that sense of gathering whenever we're playing this game, because it is one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life. Just pass that forward. Be thinking about that every time you get to play, because it is a privilege that not many people get, and it is an awesome experience. And so thank you guys for being the vessel to allow us to do that. I appreciate it.
Definitely our pleasure. So yeah, we're super excited, and I think there's a lot of cool things to come, and glad that you want to be a part of it. If you want to support us and make sure that we can continue to bring games like this to your screens, go ahead and like and subscribe. It does make a big difference. Also, consider becoming part of the Kingdom by checking us out on Patreon at patreon.com/KingdomsTV, where you can join our awesome community and even be on our shows. A big shout out to our 2 King patrons, Jordan Ritchie, Worthy Glover. You both rule. We can never forget our Samurai patrons, Chandler Carlisle, Chris Crowley, Jason Garner, John McManus, Matthias Salazar, Morton Christensen, and Revolution Gaming. Thanks as always for watching, and remember, keep it nerdy.